Welcome everybody to week 5 of my progress reports on the Deadly Maze. Thank you all for joining me. I wanted to show you a little bit of my office, well, slash living room. I got 2 screens. One of them is my TV. This is where the magic happens, folks. This is where I create the Deadly Maze. You can see my Unity up over here, my Visual Studio up over here. This is it. Today we're going to be showing you some clips of me actually designing the game. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome back to Webcam View. My name is Patrick, founder and lead developer for Horrified Gaming. Today, we're going to be looking at some clips of me actually working on level 2. I'm also going to be telling you a little bit about my process and how I bring things together when I'm in Unity. This one is going to be short, but I think you'll love it. So how do I pull everything together? What is my process for working within the editor? What steps do I follow? Let's answer these questions one at a time. Well, actually, the first one's going to be 2 questions, 1 answer. And that is, what is my process for working within the editor and what steps do I follow? Because those go hand in hand. My process is simple. I follow a step-by-step plan so that I can get things developed in a proper sequence. Let's start with my steps. Whenever I begin a session within the editor, the first thing I do is figure out what I need to accomplish, be it setting triggers for events, fine-tuning some animations, or just laying out assets. I need to know what I have to do that day before I get started. Step 2, simply following my plan and doing everything in sequence. For example, I don't want to set up the trigger for an animation before I actually set up the animation. That would be ridiculous. I have to do things in proper order. My final step is to make sure I leave off in a good place. I don't want to be in the middle of writing a script and just stop, because then I'm going to go back to that script and I'm going to have trouble trying to figure out where I was, what my vision for that script was, and I just spent too much time trying to figure it out, and I don't want to do that. So that about covers my process for working in the editor and the steps I follow. Sometimes I don't always follow those steps. Sometimes I get flustered. Sometimes things just get in my way. I can't figure out the proper code, or the code's not working the way it's supposed to. In those instances, I take a step back. I finalize what I was doing and just back up, take a step back, maybe stop for the day, come back the next day. I don't get too frustrated, because if I get too frustrated, it just throws me off completely. So, that is a tip for anybody else out there who's working on games. Don't let yourself get too frustrated. If you're having trouble, if you just can't get it to work right, take a step back, stop for the day, go back to it with a fresh perspective and more enthusiasm, more optimism, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to work through that problem that way than if you're really frustrated. So, tip for all you out there who are thinking about developing a game. So, anyway, so now I need to talk about how I bring it all together. Setting the sequence of events is really important. You want everything to work in the proper sequence. You want everything to flow the right way and be smooth and immersive. So I test everything out several times. That play button in Unity is my best friend. And I get so sick of hearing the intro to level 1. And I get so sick of just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. But it's the only way that I can actually get it fine-tuned down to the absolute millisecond to make everything work together the way I want it to, and the way I want to present it to you. So, make sure that each component is working in solo and in tandem with everything else. That is the key. You want to do what it's supposed to do on its own, but you want to work with everything else as well. And as you can see from the clips that I've been showing you this whole time, I've been putting a lot of time and hard work into putting these things together. It will all be worth it in the end when you all are enjoying the game. All right, I promise this is going to be short, so let's get right to the question of the day. The question of the day today is, what is your favorite type of horror game? Do you like one that's suspenseful, where there are only a few jump scares, or maybe none at all, and just lots of scary sounds and suspenseful situations? Or do you like more jump scares, kind of like a haunted house feel, where everything around the corner is gonna knock your socks off? What kind of horror game do you like? Give me the answer in the comments below, and if you like this video and want to see more, then by all means give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to be bringing some Unity tutorials out soon. I've already got 2 on the channel. You can check those out. I'll leave the links in the description below and also up in the cards. Check those out. Check out my other progress reports. We've got a gameplay teaser for the game on the channel. Check that out. See what the gameplay looks like right now. Um, just explore the channel. We'll be bringing you another progress report next week, and hopefully the demo either next week or the week after, so that you guys can start playing this game and really get into it. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. This is Patrick with Horrified Gaming. I'm out.